Hello and welcome to the tribe. I am Nina and let's see what message we have today. Yes. Okay, yes. If you had a question in mind, yes. And upset. Why upset? Free. And vibrant and energized. Okay. And delighted. Well, why upset then, huh? Well, we figure it out. So, get a surprise here, I guess. Okay. Yes. So, when in doubt, say yes. And then we've got free, delighted, vibrant, and energized. Interesting mix, right? And then let's see. So, we've got the tooth, which is you take it for granted when it's lost or gone. That's that one thing. Then we've got the magnifying glass or the mirror, the house, divine timing, and teeth. Tooth and teeth, okay? Teeth are, well, they are, teeth are just showing that you should smile, but it's also, it's a source of courage or confidence if you are not happy with your teeth, right? It's like that kind of smile here. So I feel that there's something going on for you that is a resolution to something that you were upset about. I'm just wondering why yes is on the first spot and upset is on the second. So I think there's something happening that possibly could lead you to be upset, but it's leading you to something really nice. Whereas you had only one option, you have several now, with one tooth and several. So I feel that there's something coming in for you that is freeing you up, and that you possibly did overlook as well, or that you didn't see just yet. Something in the detail here with the free card. So I'm really, I love that this is free, and then there's the house card there. So I feel that there's an inside something that makes you really happy and vibrant and energized, because it's linked to your consciousness or your home. So it can be either the place you reside in or the place your consciousness resides in, which is your body, your house. And it comes in with divine timing to a space where you are realizing, when you look back in hindsight with the magnifying glass, you look back at everything and you're like, oh yeah, now that's really nice. It could be that you were previously a little bit upset about possibly worried. And yeah, worried. Do you hear Sir George? Yeah, so I think that's something that if we look at this, there's the figure here, and it looks like it has a gigantic hat on top here that doesn't even fit. It's like a all-encompassing, but it could also be something like a UFO that takes the figure up and transports it somewhere. It's just something that, yes. Yeah, you can come on the table and then, yes, if we need you, then you are very welcome, of course. So George wants to join us. Apparently we need emotional support right now. He's our emotional support cat executive officer. There he is. Hello. Yes. Yeah. So I think it's just it's a twist in what's happening to you. That's freeing you up from certain responsibilities, but it also gives you new ones. So it's like you're stepping into a new role of some sorts and you have new responsibilities, but they are really, it's like a very welcome development, okay? And I feel that when I said that with the UFO and being transported into somewhere, I feel that it could mean that you have a transportation there that So it could be that you were thinking about changing something in your environment or your life, but you didn't see a way to go, and all of a sudden it aligns and the upset transforms itself into this beautiful card where you are being transported, or you are transporting yourself into freedom. And it's leaving you very delighted and vibrant and energized. So let's have a look at all the colors right now. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yes. Yeah. And yes is half of a moth or a butterfly. So there's a no card that looks the same but mirrored. So I feel that the answer is certainly yes, and it leads you to something really nice that you were not expecting before. It's like all the options here with teeth. Yeah, several teeth are also several options. Don't ask me why I made that deck like that. It's just like that. So if you have several teeth, you have several options. And one tooth, I think it's a focus thing about, looking at one thing way too detailed, and it leaves you with being upset when you do so. But then your change is coming in and opening up your life in a very beneficial way that leads you to be very happy in the long run, and very vibrant and energized. So what is this then? If it's vibrant and energized, because this upset card looks a bit like it's stuck, right? It looks a bit like old energy. You see that? Old energy, stuck, stiff, muddy, and then it becomes vibrant and energized, and there we have that. And this also looks a bit like a green person here, very abstract, wearing a very, very interesting hat. It reminds me of those horse races where the high society, the people who drink like that with their little finger up. I don't know how they are called. I think I only know words that are probably not describing people in a nice way for that. Like those people. This looks like that, right? A bit. Like, is that a change of circumstance? Is this a change of social environment? Vibrant energies though? No, I don't know. Like, if I see it like that, the first thought was, oh, it's about those people. But then I think, oh no, it's different. It's like, eccentric clothing where you are decorating yourself and you are looking really, really nice because you are such an alien. Look at you. So there's also a makeover here that I feel from this, where there's this person. I don't know if you see it even. This looks like one of those sleeves that has very wide arms, and that's a dress, and then there's the red head, like the red face there, and then behind it there's almost a big spirit with a blue face that is wearing a big hat, right? And this transforms into, it's like you are becoming this person that fits into a head like that. How does that mix? I feel that it's like you are growing into something that was too big for you. With the help of spirit, you are growing into something with divine timing. It takes a little bit of time, but not too much. I feel that divine timing is very interesting. It's a timing that you are usually not prepared for. Either it takes too long or it takes too little time. And I feel at this stage, it's probably too little. It's like, oh my God, now what? It's like being surprised by this. But also if you look at this as a mirror, how does it, there's a change there, right? Perceivable by you maybe because, well, I almost feel that your situation has become so stuck and stale and boring with this tooth that you didn't see a way out of it, and you become aware of how to get out of it, or that it is possible to get out of it. And you're on your way. Easy as that. Where was the problem? Why were you upset? Right? So I want to put more to clarify it, because I love it. I love the change of this. The divine timing is always a bit of a challenge though, because it's sometimes, but you know that it's also divine. So you are protected in case you think, oh my God, am I not prepared for something? No, you are. You are totally prepared. It's just a growth phase. And it comes quite quickly. The ring. What? What? And the desert. Oh, okay. The desert and the sword. I just have that there. So, the ring, the desert, and the sword. Oh, the desert is something where we think that there's nothing there, but there's a lot there in the desert. A lot of heat, certainly. But it's also interesting that the hand is just there, right? It's like, I want to put it that way now. It's like something's coming in that through the veil. This looks like a veil. Like, just let's not think about the word right now. It's just the imagery, and it's like something's coming in and grabbing you from behind the veil, and it's giving you a ring. And a ring is so special, right? A ring is, for what it is, right? It's a round, circular, circular thing that you put on one of your fingers, right? Depending how many you have, right? So you've got you put that on there, and it has so much symbolism. Do you even think of Lord of the Rings, right? A big movie about a ring, right? So much trouble, marriage, you know. So much trouble about one piece of thing that has so much symbolism. So is there something for you that you were waiting on, or that you were looking for or hoping for, that involves a ring that you bend your head around with? Because the sword is like mental energy, and I put it on the consciousness house card. So it could be that you've mentally had a lot of thoughts about it that were not very nice, maybe, or leaving you upset, stressing you out. Maybe divine timing. Is there something in your life that you want to happen, that you want to see, that should happen now, or that maybe you think it's about divine timing? So is it that you think it's too late, or is it something that you're waiting on? I feel that there's something that you're waiting on that made you upset, and all of a sudden, if it comes in like a ring, maybe you are somebody who's waiting on a proposal of their partner. And you're like, oh, is it coming? Or like, you know? Yeah, it can be. But it can also be a symbol of something is coming in that you were waiting for, and that you were bending your head around, and that put you into mentally a bad space. The stress of it? It can be anything though. A ring is also, it's the same symbol like a key, right? Well, it's not the same symbol, but it's like, it has the same significance. With the hand and the ring, right? And I wanted to put it upside down. For some reason, it kind of fits. It's also interesting that it's split like that, both of the cards, right? It's like you're discovering a piece of a puzzle that was missing with divine timing. And you have options then. And you are being upgraded to this beautiful green alien with a big hat on and colorful. It's like a portrait, isn't it? It looks like a bit like a very abstract portrait of somebody. Now let's have a look at this card. I want to have a closer look at this. This looks like one of those pillars, a big pillar, and there's this blind spot there, right? It's like there's something that you didn't see, and all of a sudden you see it, And then you're like, oh, what's hidden behind that spot there? The pillar here, that's grounding you down. And there's something that's hidden in the spot that you are discovering where you can break out of. It's very, very strategic with this one. You know, it looks very linear. You know, the energy of the card is very linear. So there's a movement ahead that seems too easy, almost. It's like where you were complicating some things. You are now seeing that there's something on the table that makes it, that's easy. Let's pull some more, just to clarify it. There's nothing wrong with that again. I had that before in a reading. And don't fear the outcome. Bottom of the deck. So there's nothing wrong with that. So certainly there's something that you were bending your head around, you know, solving an issue. And the realization that there's nothing wrong with that might help you out. And that there's nothing to be scared of. That's probably also a good development. And yes, so overall I feel that it just had to confirm for you that in divine timing, and as I said, divine timing is often not what we would like to happen, you know. It comes in, but I feel that it's more quickly than you thought. It could also be success with that hat, because I was drawn to talk about you know, wealthy people and the way they spend their time. Because I feel that I don't think that the working class goes to horse races, right? I personally have an opinion about that. Okay, it's not particularly a good one, but it just reminded me of an event or something that would mean that you would dress up, but also in a very eccentric way. And when I felt the flip of, oh, it's not a horse race like that. It's not that, because when I think about that, I think about an event that I wouldn't want to go to. I'm like, no thanks. I don't need this in my life. I don't even have clothes for this in my life, right? It's more like possibly a festival, something like that. You know, that would be where I'm like, okay, festival is different. Like, you know, camping, being a hippie, that's okay. I love that, okay? But not like fancy, but eccentric clothing, like an artist, you know, being totally very specific about what you wear, but also how weird you look. You know that, possibly. So is there something there for you that makes you see something that you were taking for granted and that you were almost overlooking, that could be done in a certain situation to get you out of an upset state? I would say yes. So there's something ahead. Let's dig deeper into the extended. But I feel that to conclude it here, so you don't need to go there, but I feel that there's something coming in for you that makes you grow in a very, very short time frame, that evolves around the word yes, but also around the fact that you were stressing out about something or thinking of something that transforms into something really beautiful and something where you want to go, where you are also, with the portrait being celebrated, painted, it's like, you know, you are at the center of attention because you are so vibrant and you've got green skin. I mean, that's weird. Right? So yeah, I really hope that this is helpful. I pull another Cat Guru card to wrap this one up, and then let's see who the zodiac sign which zodiac sign resonates with the reading the most. So DC, don't be afraid to predict doom. Just make sure everyone listens. Okay, well, that's interesting. But there's no doom on the table, I don't think. In this case at least, but it could be also a bit of afraid of you know, when you're afraid of uncertainty, and what we had, like, don't fear the outcome, with that last card here, right? So don't fear the outcome. It just says that you don't need to fear anything, because nothing's ever all that bad as you could make it in your head. So it wants to take your worries and just put them aside and say, look, just there's a growth phase there, beautiful for you on the table. And then the pet rights activist. Choose your battles wisely, then fight with all your claws. Pet right. Look at this pet card, like with it. Oh, Mao, look. Oh, it's so cute with the paw there, and all clothing, like all very, very military kind of. But yeah, I feel that there is something here that brings you into the right environment to become somebody who doesn't look away from doom or darkness and fights it with light. Beautiful. So let's see what this reading resonates with the most. Do we have a card that wants to fly out? Yes. Okay. Aquarius. Okay, there you go. So the link to the extended is down below, and have a good day. Bye.